welcome to another episode on my channel. I honestly wasn't even planning on doing this video. It just hit me spontaneously because I bought some new skin products and I was like, I might as well just film a YouTube video, so I'm gonna be doing that right now. So to begin with, something new that I just recently bought is, let me grab it, the Bioderma Sensibio H2O micellar water. This stuff, honestly, I've used it only once so far and I really like it. The last product that I used, which is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water all-in-one, I don't really like this one as much. This one tends to dry my skin out a lot more, I've realized, and I just have kind of just been using the end of it because I only have so much left and I didn't want to waste it. Between the two of them though, I definitely like the Bioderma one a lot more, so I'm gonna be using that one today. I've seen some people use the Bioderma as like a leave-on treatment, which is kind of interesting. I always thought that you had to take makeup remover off, so I would always apply it to a cotton pad and then wash my face after, but I know some people don't actually do that. I personally do because I feel like it's kind of nasty because it feels like I'm still leaving a bunch of makeup on if I don't, but I just like the way that this one feels. I feel like it's like you can already see some old foundation coming off of my skin. I might need to actually soak this pad a little more. And I've also learned recently that you're supposed to soak the cotton pad and then let it sit on your eyes. Instead of like wiping, you do this and you press and just hold it there, and then it'll get a lot of the eye makeup off instead of you just like scrubbing your eyes. And I've also noticed a lot less lash fallout since I've done this as well. I don't have a lot, like I didn't actually wear makeup today, but I have some leftover makeup from yesterday because I didn't wash my face this morning because I was bad. But I noticed that I had just some leftover eye makeup on, and this stuff honestly just gets it off and it feels really nice. I always make weird faces when I take my makeup off, so I apologize for that. Okay, so first up, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this Dermalogica microfoliant. At least for me with my skin, I have like dry flakiness that happens at times, and it makes my skin look not as good underneath makeup, which really bothers me. And this stuff is supposed to take care of that, where it feels like your skin has dryness, flakiness, all of that, and just smoothens a lot of it out. And it's weird because it's like a powder. Like this is what the top looks like, and I guess it's a powder consistency, which I'm kind of scared about. Let me just read the instructions. Directions: dispense into wet hands and create a paste. Massage onto clean face, rinse, avoid eye area. That's really good to know. Hands are nice and wet, and now I'm gonna take a little bit. Please don't come out fast. I don't know how much, so I'm gonna err on the side of caution. Oh, that's kind of fun. Honestly, like pretty foamy and nice. So then it seems like you do this. I feel like my face should be more wet, so I'm gonna add a little more water. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, that feels great. I don't really believe in really harsh exfoliating. I tend to use things that are more like retinols and like that kind of stuff to exfoliate, like chemical exfoliants. I don't believe in scrubbing. I was actually just talking about with my boyfriend how I used to use Proactive, and if you guys ever used Proactive, I used to use the like 3-step system that everybody else used and that they like advertised toward teenagers, I feel like. And that stuff just fucking ruined my skin. And especially the first step, I remember like the smell and the feeling of just having little beads. It was like sand particles just like scratching. Like it's like I felt like scrubbing meant that the pimples were actually gonna like go away. This stuff is really cool though. It doesn't feel harsh. I can feel like a few tiny little grits, but then they dissolve into the water, which is really cool. I wanted to like use it pretty in depth today just so you guys could really see what it does, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off. My skin feels so effing smooth and hydrated after that. It's actually crazy. I've used other face washes that make my skin, like I said, feel tight after, and that just feels so refreshing, and I'm really excited to try that. before putting makeup on my face because that is like honestly feeling so good. I know that towels collect a lot of bacteria, so sometimes I'll just like wave my hands like this and dry my face instead of just using towels and getting all that nasty like hand bacteria on my face. I think I'm gonna go in now with The Ordinary niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. It's becoming one of my absolute favorites. I've used it I think twice now. It's funny that it's becoming my favorites after using it like 2 times, but truly this stuff, I can sense a difference in my skin. For some weird reason, I've gotten these little bumps that have started to form on like my forehead area, and I can deal with mini bumps a lot of the time, which is really frustrating. And I noticed a difference in using this stuff like literally overnight in just helping to calm down those 2 areas, especially that I was already having a problem with. So it says it's a high strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula, and the directions are apply to entire face morning and evening before heavier creams. When a product is new, I will either patch test it or I will just use fewer drops than what I think is needed just because I don't want to go too harsh. And I feel like it just kind of jolts your skin into something new that it doesn't quite, you know, it's not used to it yet. This one I'm a little more comfortable with because I've used it 2 times now with no problem. And then I just kind of wipe this all over my face, especially get it into those areas that can be a little problematic for me. Particularly my hairline. I don't know if that's because of curly hair products or scalp oil or what, but... And then honestly, one thing that I do, I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I like to just make sure that I get it underneath my eyes, but not obviously in my eyes. And then anywhere that I would get creasing, so like I'd kind of just dab it into this spot where people get like crow's feet, and I will just do that. This one dries like decently quickly, which is kind of interesting, but it like goes from really like snail goo feeling to like dry and a little bit sticky pretty quickly, like tacky. And then this product I'm so freaking excited for. I just got this one, the SkinFix Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. It's also vegan and cruelty free, which is awesome. And the directions are apply to face and neck after cleansing. I've seen other people use this, and I think there's like a little, there we go. There's like a little pump at the top. For this one, this is really cool. So you don't have to like dip your fingers in. I believe you just press this down. That's so weird. Like, can you see that? I'm gonna use this much, and I love that. I love this design. This design is really cool. And then I kind of just tend to do little dots around my face like this, and then rub it in. This already feels so good. It's supposed to be really thick and supposed to repair your skin barrier, which I definitely need. I've kind of gone overboard recently with too many exfoliants, I think, such as Differengel, Paula's Choice, that like BHA, AHA, if you guys are familiar. And I don't really like the moisturizer that I have been using currently. So I found this online and I was like, that looks amazing. And people have been talking about how it literally worked on their skin within like 10 minutes and how it talked about how hydrating it is. So I am a big proponent of trying it and seeing if I like it. And don't worry about these, honestly, my skin just kind of gets irritated by things very easily. I'm pretty sure I have some kind of eczema. I get it on my hands too, so don't worry, I'm not having an allergic reaction to anything from the skincare. I also have a nickel allergy, and I was wearing jewelry earlier today with nickel in it. So that's my own fault, so don't freak out. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of it down my neck too, because I really like to do that. And just moisturize anywhere that I feel like I could get wrinkles. Okay, that stuff feels great. Like, again, it is like thick, but it doesn't feel like too much, if that makes sense. Like, it feels completely fine. What else? I feel like I have something else I wanted to show you guys, but oh, okay, so I'm not gonna put this on tonight, but I just wanted to show this to you guys as a little trick. So I actually saw this also on TikTok recently, and it's the polyglutamic acid serum by the Inkey List. And this stuff is like hyper moisturizing. It's technically a serum, and it says you use it AM and PM on cleansed skin, and you apply like a pea-sized amount to your face, and it makes my foundation look so not cakey at all. It makes it like glide on my skin like butter, which is just so good. I've really been on the hunt for a skincare routine to prep for makeup, if that makes sense, that like takes care of my skin, but then also makes the foundation and the base of my face like just look really good. And I was struggling with that like not too long ago because I just couldn't find the right routine. I felt like my lotion was like too sticky or would make my foundation just like get pilly, and I didn't like it. So I've been on the hunt for like all these new things to try just because it's fun, but also because I just really want to have like that routine. So I'm still kind of figuring it out. But this stuff, you can add like a pump of it to your foundation and just like mix it together and then apply it, and it looks so freaking good. And I highly recommend that too. Lastly, I wanted to show you guys this amazing hyaluronic acid watery sun gel. It's by Istree. It's so good. This is like so important to wear your sunscreen after you moisturize and underneath your makeup. And so I make a point of doing that, but I love this one so much. You can tell how beat up this is. This is the one that I have used for like over like a year now, I think. But it's the Sun Bum Face 50, and this feels really, really good on my skin too. So I recommend this one also, but I wanted to just try a new one, so I recently got this one by Istree, and it is really, really good, and it works really well underneath makeup if you're also a makeup wearer. Yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you guys liked this video, and subscribe if you haven't, because I'm trying to get to 500 really bad. I have a whole video on why I kind of ghosted you guys during Vlogmas, and I apologize for that, but I'm getting back into filming again. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. Don't forget to hit subscribe, leave a comment. I respond to literally everything. Drop your skincare favorites down below. Tell me which of these products you also use or are interested in trying, and I can give you guys a little updated thought on them. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!